Good morning. Welcome to our daily reading. Apologies for the slight change in timetable, a little bit earlier. It was going to be at 9:30, but with a technical hitch along the way, it turns out to be 9:35. So apologies for that, but I'm sure everybody will catch up. We're going to continue today in God's Word and looking at the daily reading, and to learn more of it into our hearts and into our minds, because we need to not only hear the Word, we need to be doers of the Word. And what better way than doing that than sharing the Word together? So that's what we're doing today. And we're looking at, in Matthew's Gospel, some of the teachings of Jesus. And we're particularly looking at the five great discourses in Matthew's Gospel. And we're on to the last one, which is called the Olivet Discourse, Matthew 24:25. And it's called Olivet because it's set on the Mount of Olives. That's the location for it. And Mount of Olives between Jerusalem and Bethany, where Jesus is heading to, where he's staying. And he's just left the temple. And the disciples have asked him a question, because he said this temple, not one stone will be left unturned. He was speaking prophetically about the fall of Jerusalem in AD 70. And the disciples basically asked him three questions. They said, when will this happen? What will be the sign of your coming? And what will be the sign of the end of the age? And we were reading yesterday Jesus' response to this. And Jesus' response is not answer to question one, answer to question two, answer to question three. He talks also, it's a little bit indiscriminate, I should say, is probably the word. It's clear, but he doesn't distinguish them sharply. And we were looking at yesterday how he said that these are the signs he talked about. There'd be deceivers, there'd be wars, rumors of wars, and there'd be earthquakes, famine, and we'd see these things now. And that Christians eventually would then be persecuted because of him, and there'll be an increase in wickedness. And we see these things, and then he said, then the end will come. So he was forecasting then the end of times. And he continues answering their question. And in Matthew 24:15-22, he talks about the destruction of Jerusalem. Now, when he talks about the destruction of Jerusalem, it can be talking about the destruction that is coming. It can be talking about the destruction that Daniel talked about. It can be the destruction